All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Gervonta Davis and how Gervonta Davis had a response to Brian Norman Jr. that was radically different than one that Devin Haney had. As Gervonta Davis says that he thinks he sees the next big star in boxing, while Devin Haney, on the other hand, thought that Brian Norman was ASS. Wow. Let's talk about that and why they're saying that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. And in this video, man, we're going to have we're going to look at a case of somebody being very, very confident and somebody not being very confident, and how it shows in their reaction to Brian Norman Jr. and his spectacular performance that took place last weekend against Jin Sasaki in Japan. Gervonta Davis paid a tremendous compliment to Brian Norman Jr., while Devin Haney thought the exact opposite, apparently. Now, that means something because of course, Devin Haney may actually have to fight Brian Norman Jr. because they're in the same weight class, while Gervonta Davis is not threatened by Brian Norman Jr. at all. But before I get into the details of that, though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for your continued support. It really makes a huge difference to the channel. But let's get into this because, man, I just find this really, really funny. Brian Norman Jr. is a young man, 23, 24 years old, out of Atlanta, Georgia, right? A city where there's not usually a lot of great fighters coming out of, but a young, exciting American fighter unexpectedly won the WBO welterweight championship and then backed it up with a couple knockout title defenses and is looking very, very good, man. I mean, I'm not going to play the replay for you, man, but if you saw that left hook that he wound up knocking out Jin Sasaki with, the way he set that up, man, it was absolutely beautiful. So Gervonta Davis takes to the internet to compliment Brian Norman Jr. and says, man, people ain't talking about enough, but this guy, Brian Norman Jr. is really like that, like really, really complimenting Brian Norman Jr. Now, how did Devin Haney respond to it? Devin Haney responded to Brian Norman's performance by calling Brian Norman Jr. ASS, called him ass. Now, look. With Gervonta Davis, you've seen this on multiple occasions, man, where Gervonta Davis has seen somebody fight and was like, wow, yeah, man, no, that dude is really, really like that. Like, for example, when Gervonta Davis was asked about Monster Inoue, what did he say about Monster Inoue? Oh, man, yeah, he's a terrific fighter. I mean, like, yeah, that would be a really good fight, but, I just think he's too small for me, but no, I mean, he's a really, really great fighter, man. He's really, really like that. Dude, that's how he reacted to Brian Norman Jr., just like an excitement and a happiness to see somebody fighting that was really, really good at what they're doing. He even complimented Canelo Alvarez the same way about what a great fighter Canelo Alvarez is. Right, and said, hey, man, I'm not saying I'm as big as Canelo, but, stylistically, we kind of fight like one another, right? But giving Canelo Alvarez a lot of credit for being a good fighter. Not saying that Gervonta Davis isn't beyond criticizing somebody that he may not like, but hey, man, everybody's human. However, he is affluent. I'm looking for that word. He is He is generous with his praise to other fighters when they look good. Now, the problem, and we talk about the channel all the time we talk about this on the channel all the time. There's a big problem in boxing, specifically in the boxing media, and it is started, I'm telling you, it really has been around for a long time, but it hit another level of obnoxiousness with Bill Haney and Devin Haney, which is when they just tear down any and everybody's opponent, right? So like Jen Sasaki gets knocked out, Brian Norman's ass. Why? Because Jen Sasaki was no good. Who did Jen Sasaki beat? Jen Sasaki's not any good. What did he do? Right? That type of thing. So Jen Sasaki's not good. That means the fight's not good. That means Brian Norman's ass. But like, Devin, why wouldn't you just say what is obvious to everybody in the world is that was a terrific performance from Brian Norman Jr.? It's just a terrific performance. I didn't see the whole fight. I got into it just in time to see the knockout. But I've seen Brian Norman consecutively knocking these people out, looking terrific, man. And he did go overseas to Japan to do it, right? But it's ass. When it was Devin's turn, though, when Devin went overseas to go fight for a championship, it was a big deal that he went to Saudi, that he went all the way to Australia. But this guy can go all the way to Japan to defend his title, but it's ass that he went to Japan, even though he went to Japan. Like, that's just the craziness going on in the sport of boxing, man. But that stuff is brought on by Bill and Devin Haney. Their attitudes. Now, again, I maintain, and I will admit that boxing has had a lot of naggy, being and moaning about a lot of stuff for a long time. But I have never seen this degree of just hating on other fighters out of the blue for no good reason that I've seen come out of Bill and Devin Haney. And they did it again with Brian Norman Jr. How in the world could you possibly call that performance by Brian Norman Jr. ass? Like, how? There's just no way, especially since what we saw Devin Haney do when he fought Jose Ramirez. That was ass. What he did with Jen Sasaki, what Brian Norman Jr. did with Jen Sasaki was far from ass. But I like how Gervonta Davis handled it. It seems like he doesn't have a problem with other people doing well and other people having a big name and being successful, right? That's why I'm saying that you see a confidence in Gervonta Davis that you don't see in guys like Devin Haney, that obviously has some type of confidence problem because he just seems like he hates to see other people shine and he's got to go out of his way to pour some water on it. But I mean, it is what it is, man. If that's your guy, that's your guy. But I'm telling you, man, I appreciate Gervonta Davis giving Brian Norman Jr. his shine, right? And by doing it, since Brian Norman Jr. is not as big a name as Gervonta Davis, people that are on Gervonta Davis's page and that follow Gervonta Davis now see that Brian Norman Jr. got co-signed by Brian Norman Jr. by Gervonta Davis. That's called lifting up your brother. That's what the Haneys claim they're all about. Meanwhile, they're the ones actually tearing them down. Who would have thunk it? Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.